The tale of Nnenna from Umuako. Once upon a time, in the small village of Umuako, there lived a young lady named Nnenna. She came from a very rich family. Her father was the wealthiest man in the village, owning vast lands and many cows. Nnenna had everything she could ever want: fine clothes, delicious food, and a beautiful home. Because of her family's wealth, Nnenna believed she was better than everyone else in the village. She looked down on the young man who admired her and wanted to marry her. Whenever a young man approached her, Nnenna would laugh and say, "You are not good enough for me. You are poor, and I am rich. How can I marry someone like you?" The young men felt hurt and humiliated by Nnenna's harsh words. They began to avoid her, whispering among themselves about her rude behavior. As time went by, Nnenna noticed that fewer and fewer people wanted to talk to her or be her friend. Years passed, and Nnenna watched as her childhood friends got married and started their own families. She remained alone, with only her riches to keep her company. Her once lively home felt empty and quiet. She often sat by the window, watching the children play outside, feeling a deep loneliness she had never known before. One day, an old woman from the village came to visit Nnenna. The old woman was wise and well-respected. She had heard about Nnenna's loneliness and wanted to offer her some advice. "Nnenna," the old woman said, "riches do not bring true happiness. Respect and kindness are worth more than gold and silver. If you treat people well, they will love you in return. But if you look down on them, you will find yourself alone." Nnenna listened carefully to the old woman's words. For the first time, she felt a deep regret for how she had treated the young men of the village. She realized that her pride had cost her the chance of finding true love and companionship. Determined to change, Nnenna began to treat everyone in the village with kindness and respect. She helped those in need, shared her wealth, and spoke gently to everyone she met. Slowly, the villagers began to warm up to her. They saw that she had changed and was no longer the proud, arrogant girl they once knew. Though she never married, Nnenna found a new kind of happiness. She was surrounded by friends who cared for her, not because of her riches, but because of her kind heart. She learned that true wealth comes from the love and respect of others, not from material possessions. And so, Nnenna lived the rest of her days in Umuako, not as the lonely rich girl, but as a beloved member of the community whose kindness touched the hearts of all who knew her.